Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Matthew Lawrence Scigousky, your expert at unlocking, developing, and using life assets derived from challenge, struggle, and adversity. And today, this is actually really exciting because I have been wanting to do this video for a while, and I had actually proactively created a thumbnail for it a couple weeks ago. I thought it would take me probably another month or two to get to this point, but it didn't. I actually did this in less than a month, about 3.5 weeks. So today I'm going to tell you how I went from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in less than 4 weeks. I'm going to share with you what I've learned up to this point in my YouTube journey, and really just kind of want to break down what I think is important and how you can lay a solid foundation to build your YouTube channel. The first thing I really want to focus on, which I think gets left out, and I've watched a lot of videos, from Think Media. There's a lot of resources out there to get information, and there's a lot of good stuff, but I'm a mindset expert. I've been successful in my career by building a solid foundation on mindset, how to look at things from a positive side of things, so that when adversity shows up, when challenges show up, when struggle shows up, I know how to deal with it. I know how to use it so that my foundation doesn't crack, and then what I build doesn't crumble. So what I want to do is I really want to focus on the mental side first. And basically, if we can put these components in place, I'm pretty, I feel very confident that, if you do run into, some struggles or adversity building your channel, you're not just going to give up and quit. Because this is a process, definitely. And it's, like anything, it's not always easy to do it. So, I will give you 100% transparency right up front. I'm not going to say that I'm a YouTube expert yet, but I am an expert at building successful sales businesses, and I'm using the same principles from my 30 years of experience in medical device sales, and I'm applying them here. So I'm going to give you a few steps to start off with. This is number one, and what I'm going to tell you is that you do not need to be anybody else other than yourself. My channel is 100% authentic me. I'm not trying to imitate anybody. I'm doing my thing, the Matthew Lawrence Scigousky thing. So I will say, it's definitely wise to, look at what the top channels are doing, get ideas. When I was a medical device sales rep and I broke in with Stryker, the first thing I did is that I went and talked to the top reps, because I wanted to find out, hey, how did you do this? How did you finish number 1? Or how did you finish in the top 10? And how did you build your business? And I took those ideas and those concepts and I made them my own. And I think you can do the exact same thing with this. So that's what I like to call being smart, but make it your own. All right, number 2, my channel is very specific to an area of expertise I have. Everything I talk about, I've done. So the things you have done in your life, you can speak on. And that's a great place to start as far as basically deciding what you want to do. I believe it makes you very credible, and it makes you authentic because you have a track record of success to draw upon. All right, number 3. And I talk about this in a lot of other videos, but if you want to be successful, you have to be committed, not just interested. So I think personally, the best way to learn is that you put yourself in the battlefield. You're going to gain insight, knowledge, and skill sets while you're taking some punches. But that's how you learn. Don't take shortcuts. Learn and earn your way through it, which is what I really believe you can do with this opportunity in YouTube. Okay, number 4. Be patient and test things out. Even though I've been able to get 1,000 subscribers in less than a month, and actually, as of today, I'm recording this, I think I was up over 1,300, and it seems like I'm adding now a couple hundred every single day. I'm going to be very patient. Like, this is just the beginning. It's a very small milestone, but it's the beginning, because my aspirations go way higher than that. And you got to keep that in check. That this is going to take some time. So, be patient, test things out. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to start, and then you make adjustments along the way. And then the more you do something and you make those adjustments, the better you're going to get at it. Okay, number 5. Like I said, I spent almost 30 years as a medical device rep. I'm still actually doing that right now. And the last 4 years I spent becoming an author and writing books. So if you're trying to figure out what to do with your channel, focus on the things that you've done. Focus on, what you're really good at. And, if you're having a hard time with that, you might need to actually go do some more stuff. And I'm not saying that to be mean or anything. It's just true, is that I've got a wealth of knowledge and experience to tap into and share, but I'm 51. It's taken me all the way up to this point now where I have just this, I have this wealth of knowledge and experience to draw upon. So, like I said, if you're searching for ideas, look within. I would say that which you seek, it may be right under your feet too. So I'll share this with you. If you've never heard of a book called Acre of Diamonds, I'm going to tell you the story of the author, Russell Conwell. And Russell Conwell is the founder of Temple University. This story goes back to the late 1800s. I'm also going to put a link in the description because it's one of my favorite books. It's actually on my top 10 self-development books that you should have in your library. So I'll put a link in the description for that. But, here's the story. It's really, really cool. So basically, Russell Conwell was looking to come up with funding to found Temple University. And he came up with this really amazing speech called Acre of Diamonds based on a true story. And basically the story is that there was this farmer who became obsessed with diamonds. So much so that decided to sell his farm, search the world over looking for diamonds, and never ever found one. The person that actually bought the farm was walking around the property one day, walked by a stream and saw some shiny objects in the stream and went over, and lo and behold, guess what? They're diamonds. Turned out that the entire farm was a diamond mine. So the moral of the story here is that which you are seeking is probably a lot closer than you think. And I can tell you that I've had this experience with my own acre of diamonds when I started writing books. I will probably do another video on that. But look close, look within. That which you want might be right in front of you. Okay, so let's move on to some specifics. I'm going to just kind of tell you what my current setup is right now. My channel is really about having a conversation, so I'm not terribly worried about having a bunch of, my equipment. I use my Mac computer. I don't have any special lighting. I'm using the camera off of that as well as the speaker. And that's really all you need to start. You don't need anything fancy, but I am going to most likely, as my channel grows, I like cool tech stuff, so I'm going to want to get some cool lighting. I'm sure I'll upgrade the camera. But my format here is about you and I sitting down and having a conversation. And that's what I want it to feel like. I'm not going to have any crazy editing with words flying out all over the place. This is about, an invitation. Come on over, sit down, let's have a cup of coffee. Maybe have a beer and let's have a really good discussion and adding some value to you. So what I will also tell you, I don't want to get off track here, you can definitely use your iPhone. There's a really cool setup that I just ordered. I'm going to play around with a little bit. I'll probably put a link into that. And the reason why I got that is because, and I'll get into this further in the video, is that I'm using that for all my shorts. Number 2 is that I always do my thumbnails first. And I create them using Canva, which if you're trying to find something to do that with, Canva's awesome. I became aware of Canva when I started writing books 4 years ago, and I was using them to do all my book covers. And when I started the channel, I'm like, how do I do a thumbnail? Where do I go for that? The editing and stuff, and lo and behold, I did a little search on Canva. I'm like, my gosh, it's all right here. So I think it's a really awesome platform. It's a really good platform to get started with because you can upload, you can record video, you can do all your editing from one place. My editing is very basic. I basically cut off the front end and I cut off the back end. And in my first couple videos, I didn't even know how to do that. So when I started recording, the first 5 or 6 seconds was me just trying to get settled, and I was trying to time it just right. I didn't know anything about that. So yeah, kind of silly, but guess what? That's how you learn. You mess up and then you learn along the way. Number 3, I would say make a commitment to do one long form and one short form video per week. At first I wasn't really sure about the short form, but I learned it can be incredibly powerful for drawing people to your channel. And I'll tell you, I use mine as basically a peek into my daily life. And the things that I do is a way for my subscribers to, to get to know me so I can build a personal relationship with them. I'm talking about personal development, becoming your best self. I've got a bit, for me, it's like I want people to see the things that I do and know that I walk the walk and I talk the talk. So the short form videos have been super awesome for me to just kind of say, all the fun things and cool things that I do in life, I can just put a quick little video up as a peek into what I do. And what I learned was, the first one I did, I wasn't sure, but I went ahead and just said, well, let me test this thing out. So I popped one up and got almost 5,000 views on a short form video that I did of a car project I got involved with a couple of years ago. And it was when I first picked up the car, and it was literally just a 20-second video of the car getting backed out. And people, I'm like, oh my gosh, 5,000 hits. That's really cool. I mean, when you're first starting your channel out and you have like nothing, I had like 9 subscribers. That was pretty awesome. So definitely use your short form as marketing. Number 4, be patient and work on one thing at a time. I can tell you, this can feel really overwhelming because there's so many parts to it, and YouTube's enormous. I mean, I remember when I started writing books, I thought Amazon was huge. YouTube is ridiculously huge. So my advice is this: work on one thing at a time and then move on to the next. From when I first started, I'm really only a little bit more than a month in, but it's amazing how much you learn. And then there's a compounding effect that takes place. When you learn one thing, you move on to the next, they'll add up. And you're going to be amazed at how far, that you go in the months ahead, and the easier it gets. Okay, number 5. This is my opinion, but I think quality over quantity is really the way to go. I would much rather put something up to add value to people at an extremely high level than just sacrifice that for quantity. And everybody, to each of their own. There's people out there that throw up dozens of pieces every single day. That's just not my motto. I'm going to do something when I'm ready to do it, when I'm ready to share something with you that is going to be of value to you. And I want to make sure it's good. I want to make sure I cover all my points. I believe in that, and that's what I gravitate towards when I watch video. So that's what I'm doing. All right, here are some to-dos for every video. This is what I've discovered so far. And I'm sure I'm going to be adding to this probably definitely over the next few months in future videos. But this is up to date, what I've learned so far. I think you should do your thumbnail first. And I'm taking a play out of my author playbook, because the first thing I do when I write a book is I create a cover. And what it does is it sets the tone for everything you create and the message you want to convey. So think of it from the audience's standpoint. Would you click on it if you saw it? All right, number 2. Like I said, my videos are conversations, so I don't want to use a teleprompter, but I do write out my thoughts, and I make a bullet point list that I can refer to as I record, which is what I'm doing right now. If you see my eyes kind of move over to the corner, it's because I'm actually looking at my bullet point list to make sure I cover all the points. It's also, it's really good to prepare and prepare what you want to communicate. Get your thoughts in order. Practice. This would be number 3. Practice a few times. And then I say, just do it, and if you mess up, so what? You can do it again. Like that process itself is going to make you better. It doesn't have to be perfect. The more you do, the better you're going to get at it. All right, number 4. So I upload everything to Canva, and then I put all the pieces together for a final product to upload to YouTube. The next part that I do after that, number 5 is, and this is something that I learned really in the last probably week or to 2 weeks, is that the description section in YouTube is extremely important. You are going to want to incorporate SEO into your channel in every single video that you post. And the funny part of this is I didn't even know what that stood for a few weeks ago. I'm like, what is SEO? And then, search engine optimization. So what I did is I actually had some people reach out to me that were like, hey, we like your content, we noticed your channel, but you don't have any SEO. And I'm like, what the heck is SEO? And so I went on Fiverr and I actually found someone to work with that did my channel for me. And I had him do one video. I invested $60. I always like to find quality, and I'll pay for quality. So I had a lot of people saying they would do it for $5 or $10 per video. I gravitated towards a guy who basically one video was $50. And, I read some of the reviews on him and they were exceptional. And to me, $50 to get it right the first time, and then I can use that for all of my other videos, that's well worth the money. And it's not that much. So what I'll tell you though, the really cool thing is I'm definitely going to be building a team, and this is somebody that I'm going to use going forward. I will most likely put his information in the description. Hint, hint, I did ask him about possibly, does he have an affiliate program? Because I want to recommend him. He doesn't, but you know what? I'm recommending him anyways because I know it could help you out. So look in the description for that. All right. That kind of goes into number 6, which I said was build a team or go on your own. I think it really kind of depends what you're after, but I think it's really smart to build people and resources around you. Especially if you want to be super successful at scale. I can tell you that I have not gotten to where I am in life by just doing it all on my own. There's always been people, I've had people around me, and I think that's, you put yourself around smart people that do things. And I think that's an important thing to do. Right now, I'm pretty much a one-person show, but I'm going to definitely be adding those pieces as I grow. And that kind of rhymes too, doesn't it? Add the pieces as you grow. Okay, engagement, number 7. I think you need to invite your audience to participate and be authentic about it. Don't try and hide things. I think it just makes you so much more relatable. One of the reasons why I do my own videos, this is my office. This is where I've written my books. Everything, this office kind of resembles my personality. These are the things that I like. I'm surrounded by suggestion. I have probably close to 500 books. Many of them are in my office, the ones that I like the most. And I think it just gives it an authentic feel. Hey, this is a person. And so I'm inviting you into my home, inviting you to my office to do these. And I think that's a way of being able to be way more relatable to people rather than just having a white screen in the back or blocking things out. Show yourself, show your personality. Have all your social media and your email communication in the description page as well. That's part of the SEO. If you look at my description page for this video, feel free to look at it, get ideas from it. And I can tell you that from the first one I did to the one I'm doing now, it's pretty robust now. And I'm always refining it. Okay, now to the part that you probably really wanted to hear about because everybody likes money. So let's talk monetization. So I'm going to tell you a story of going back to my striker days when I was 25 years old, as a rep. And, one of my mentors told me something the first day I started in my territory. And he basically said, Matt, it's about the relationship. and the trust you build with your customers. You know, focus on over delivering and doing whatever it takes to support them, and you're going to build loyalty. The dollars will come in time, you know, and the reason why I'm saying that is you are going to want to plant some seeds. The harvest day will come when it's time to harvest. I actually will tell you, yes, I hit the monetization level with YouTube. It doesn't mean that I'm just turning on the ads right away. You know, I'm looking at all the ways that I'm going to do monetization, but I really want to build a strong channel with strong subscribers that really want to tune in. And, you know, like I said, this is a conversation. And the last thing that I want to have happen in a conversation is somebody interrupting us. Like one of those, you know, annoying ads that pops up and then you have to like skip it or you watch it, you know, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I really want to build some loyalty with you guys and gals. And, you know, I think that's just really important. So that's just kind of one of the first things. Let's see. So what are the monetization areas that I see and that I'm going to be incorporating into my channel? So the first thing that everyone usually thinks about is ad revenue. So I hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone in a little over 3 weeks. You know, but like I said, personally, I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit until I develop the channel more. Ads are just one of the components. And from what I've researched so far, they're definitely not the biggest. There's a lot of other ones. You know, it is definitely a revenue income stream. But I think there's other things that you can do that could be even bigger. So one of the things, number 2, is going to be affiliate programs. So the first thing I would recommend doing, sign up to be an Amazon affiliate associate. This allows you to sell any product on Amazon and earn commissions. The key is, you know, I'm not going to recommend anything on Amazon that I don't use myself. And I want it has to relate to the video that I'm doing or what the video is about, the subject matter. But definitely sign up for it. It gives you the opportunity to have access to every single thing that's Amazon, and Amazon will pay a commission if somebody buys something from a link you create and you put it out there. Affiliate marketing, this is number 3, beyond Amazon. So there are companies that will pay you a commission to refer business their way. And like Canva will do it. I actually signed up to do that. I haven't been approved yet, but Canva does it. Audible does it. Anything that you use or that's relevant to your channel, look at the companies that provide services and just go to their website, see if they have an affiliate program. A lot of them do. You can apply for them, sign up for them, and then you can incorporate those into your YouTube business. It's really, really super smart. So number 4, and this is one that I'm definitely going to be doing because it falls right into my, you know, I guess you could say my genre or my area here within YouTube of self-development, is an online course. So I will definitely be developing an online course. To me, this is a big one because of how much education is purchased every single day online. It's like $1 billion a day. It's ridiculous. So, you know, I think it would be kind of nice to get a piece of that, don't you? So I'll definitely be doing a course. I'm not going to do it just yet, but when I do, one of the platforms I'm looking to do it is called Kajabi. I would check them out. It looks pretty good to me. So in future videos, if I use that, I will probably go ahead and talk about it. All right, number 5. Here's the other thing. You can sell your own stuff. So I'm an author. I have 4 books out with 2 more coming out in 2024. You know, YouTube is an excellent platform to grow my readership. So I'm making my books available. And I think, you know, if you have things that are relevant to what you're talking about, you can sell all your stuff. So those are 5 key revenue streams or income streams that you can basically monetize your channel with beyond just the advertising component. Okay, few more key points. So what I will tell you on my journey is that the first couple videos I did, they didn't get any, like, you know, I had like 9 subscribers when I started. I had 10 prior videos from this channel that I started it up a couple years ago and just didn't do anything with it. And the videos were kind of, I was messing around on my Mac doing the iMovie videos. I think the content was great, but the videos themselves, out of focus, weren't easy to hear. But, I left them up. And so, up to this point, from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, it took me 10 videos to do it. And that included a few shorts. So really 7 long form and 3 shorts is what got me to 1,000 subscribers. The first couple really like nothing, like not a lot of views. What I learned is it really only takes one video to launch you, and you never really know which one it might be. So after those first 2, I worked up to about 480 subscribers kind of at the end of week 3. And I had about 6 long form videos up at that time. And then the last video that I put together, which was really just a few days ago, it was over the weekend. And I had a feeling about it because, there was something about when I looked at it that it just struck a chord. But that video I put up was essentially video number 10. So that was my 7th long form video with 3 short forms. And put that video up on Saturday night Saturday afternoon about 4 p.m. and with a short form attached to it as well. And I checked my channel the next day, and I went from 480 subscribers to like over 800. And I'm like, oh my God, that was the most I'd ever gained. And then by Monday, I added over 200 more and hit monetization. So pretty cool. It was way quicker than I thought. And what I can tell you is what I'm seeing is that through the process that I'm working, I'm seeing continued acceleration. And so I actually, as I'm doing this video today, I think I'm probably going to get close to 1,400 subscribers. And that's right around the full 1 month mark. So, what I can tell you is like, it's have fun with this. I'm having an absolute blast with it. I think the opportunity is just enormous. And I've been someone who, I've been in business for a long time, in whether it's medical device sales or selling books. And out of everything I see and that I've seen out there, this has got me so excited because of the potential with it. And it's really accessible to anybody. The startup cost for this is basically not much, 0, if you already have everything. And it's just such an amazing opportunity. So, what I want to leave you with today is that this is a journey. Stay committed to walking the path. There's definitely going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs, but keep progressing and learning, and like I said, full disclosure, I'm new at this, but I'm using a process that I've used to be successful in life. So I know it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to document and share every step along the way of this path so you can do the exact same thing. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm going to be documenting everything when I do these. And so what you're looking at right now is basically just kind of a summary of everything that I talked about. I do these for all my videos, so definitely stick around to the end because whether I'm talking about a specific asset or something like we're talking about today, I like putting everything down for you so you have something you kind of can refer to. But the thing that we were ending with is we were talking about the different monetization methods. I didn't really give you any kind of exact figure yet because honestly, it's just too early for me to say this is how much money you're going to make when you get 1,000 subscribers because I hit it in less than 4 weeks, and I haven't even turned that part on again. What I did talk about though, and what I think is important, is all the different monetization methods. So those are all listed out on tab number 4 there. I've got your foundation. These are just the things that I think are really important as far as putting that foundation into place. If you got a strong foundation, when you run into some challenges, when you run into some adversity, it's not going to crack because what you want to build, you want to be able to build on something that's strong. As far as the equipment goes, that's tab number 2. Like I said, right now, I'm just using my computer. I'm using everything that I have. the built-in microphone, camera, and I will definitely be upgrading that, but all that's right there. I've got number 3, your essentials. Basically, these are the things that I have found out so far. And again, I'm no YouTuber expert. I'm totally a novice here, but these are the things that I think have gotten me to this point, to this milestone. And the next one, I'm going to do another video that's going to be from 1 to I'm looking at 5,000, or maybe it'll be 10,000. We'll see. But that'll be the next video, and then I'll go into way more in depth, because I'll have some, I'll have probably 2-3 months worth of of income or revenue coming in, where I can kind of say, okay, this is what I think you can get when you have these particular numbers, whether it's 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, whatever it is. In the very end, like I said before, my advice is this: be patient, be persistent, and stay positive. I'd say if you want to build something, that's going to be successful, play the long game. Build something of value to others. And like I said before, it only takes one video to really kind of catch fire, and you never know which one it's going to be. It was the 10th video I did in this particular case. And so I'm excited to see where the next ones are going to come from. But with that, I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you're getting a tremendous amount of value from it. It's what my intention is. And, so if you like it, I would love for you to do that. Hit that subscribe button, and, definitely engage with me. I would say that's been one of the things I think as new YouTubers is that maybe you don't get a lot of likes, you don't get a lot of comments. I'm starting to get them to trickle in. And I'm encouraging subscribers and people who watch to do it, because I want to communicate with you. And especially with this one, I think this particular video, a lot of people are looking into this right now and trying to figure out what the answers are. Hit that comment button or leave me a comment, because we could definitely dialogue. If you have something that you think is working, share it. If you're struggling with something, by the time I put this up, I'm going to have even more things to talk about, more experience. So I am happy to share everything that I am doing, because I want you to be successful. All right. So with that said, Matthew Lawrence Scigousky, we'll see you next week.